Hello family, it's Arhinna, your tarot life coach, bringing you your August 2022 tarot scopes. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives, and some DM dirty shoulder rubs. How are you doing? What's going on and what's new? So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're already a family member, you already know what's up, all right? So the way these videos are broken down is we'll talk a little bit astrologically what's going on. Then we'll go into an intro with an oracle read, and we'll finish it up with individual signs, all right? Now, everything will be timestamped, so if you don't want to listen to it all, just click on the part you want to hear, all right? And then you can always come back to it. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the heavens. So, August 4th, Mercury enters into Virgo. This is going to give us a time to pay attention to the details, pay attention to what we're saying. We're really looking at what's going on. Do our actions match our actions? Now, on the 10th, very important day. Very important day. This is Dr. Love's 7th birthday. Yes, she is turning 7, guys. She has grown so much over the years. So be sure to wish her a happy birthday, especially on Instagram. Now, on the 11th, we have a full moon in Aquarius, 19 degrees, okay? 19 comes down to a 10, 10 comes down to a 1. This is a new beginning. Things are changing. We see things and we want these changes now, okay? Now, it's going to be conjunct Saturn, so it's going to be right next to Saturn, but it's going to be making a square with Uranus and Mars. What does a square mean? This means that we are really trying to break through these restrictions from keeping us from where we want to be. This could be on a bigger scale globally, talking about maybe with government, things of that nature, and on a smaller scale, what's keeping you back from your dreams, your goals, and your wishes, okay? Now, on the 11th, Venus enters into Leo. Well, hello, Leos. You're going to be looking extra, hella sexy. What? You're going to be looking fabulous, all right? And that means love's going to get a little bit more fun. Now, on the 14th, Sun opposes Saturn. There may be some sunlight, okay, being shed on relationships, leadership, and government. So be prepared for revelations, surprises, news breaks, things of that nature, things that might shock and awe you, all right? Now, on the 20th, Mars, the ruler of action and passion, is entering into Gemini. So communication and action, we're gonna want to have more fun now, okay? It's Leo season. It's time for fun. And on the 21st, guys, this is a big day, a huge day. This is my 42nd birthday. Woohoo! Yes, so be sure to send me lots of birthday love, guys. Now, this is also an important day because Vesta will be going retrograde. It will be entering into Aquarius. It was moving from Pisces into Aquarius, and Vesta is the goddess of spiritual healing, okay? A lot of healing going on. Now, we also have Mercury in opposition of Neptune, so this is going to make sure that you're checking the source of communication. Make sure you know what's going on. And on the 22nd, we have a Virgo season. Hey, Virgos, it's your B-day, all right? It's your season. It's time to get things in order, all right? And on the 24th, we have Uranus going retrograde, 18 degrees Taurus. Let's look at the number 18. 18 coming down to a 9. 9 saying we need to finish things up, okay? And it's going to be there until the 22nd of January 2023. Now, I always like to think Uranus is a very stubborn, not Uranus, Taurus is a very stubborn section, and Uranus is all about rebellion. So this is about breaking through structures, changing, pay attention to the food, pay attention to the money market, guys. Things are going to be shifting. And on the 25th, Mercury enters into Libra. This is great for communication, teamwork, makes the dream work, okay? Meeting with friends, having fun, looking extra fabulous. And on the 27th, we have the new moon in Virgo, 4 degrees, okay? So let's talk about the number 4. 4 is significant to foundation, the home. Virgo, getting our homes in order, getting our finances in order, getting our life in order before we switch into this new season. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Another announcement is the only way to book a reading with me is through my Linktree, guys. I will not be in your DMs. I will not email you. I will not message you. I am very busy. I work 2 jobs and have 2 kids and a personal life. So I will not be messaging you to tell you that you need a read. And by the way, I don't use the word beloved. Okay, I say, what's up? Hey girl, how you doing? I don't say, hello beloved from the star child. No, I don't talk like that. So you know it's not me. All right, so if you want to book a reading, hit that Linktree, hit me up, follow me on Instagram. We're always going live and having fun. All right, see you in the readings. Hello, fire signs, Aries and Leo. Hey, happy birthday, Leos. and Sag. How are you guys doing? Let's jump into your oracle reading. So, starting off your read with the Akashic Tarot, it's the Seven of Roses. We're going on a trip. We're going on a viaje. We're going somewhere. We're going over water, over seas, over somewhere. But it's time to move forward. This is also about trusting your intuition that it's time to move on. All right? Now, using the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck, I finally got it right because I'm looking right at it. We had 2 cards pop out for you. So the planet of Venus really wants to work with you right now. This is love and understanding, moving forward. There's also the energy of Mercury, communicating with love, communicating to move forward, moving our finances in a different direction, but we're ready to move forward and move on. Your ancestral message comes from you from no other than the Jaguar. Okay, the Jaguar's energy from the Nahuali is about power. This is that big cat energy, authority, courage, moving forward, taking the dark and the light so that you can move on. You are really feeling your energy right now, but you're really working deep with the subconscious. There are some patterns that need to change, fire signs. The way that you view things, bringing things that were done in the dark to the light, facing them head on with that big cat energy, all right? Now, Jaguar energy is very feminine goddess energy, and it brings about change. They fear nothing, all right? Dark as night, coming through, making things happen. Big cats can always see through everything, all right? Through all the shady McGrady. We got you. Now, they also want you to learn to release. Your other message is the autumn equinox, and they're saying to be brave enough to release those things that no longer serve you, okay? It's very important, and when I say release, this could be people, places, situations, old relationships, the relationships that you have with those relationships that you keep telling yourself that you need to let go of. This is the season to do that, okay? I want you to pay attention to the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd, because those are the numbers popping out here. The 21st because it's my birthday, all right? Send me lots of love. And I feel like the 7th house is going to be really lit up for you, and the 7th house is that of our relationships and our partnerships. There are some things that need to move forward, and when we communicate this month with the planet of Mercury being with us and Venus, I feel like it's important that we do it with love. And just because we end things doesn't have to be slam the door and kick the trash can, but this is about closing the door, ending the chapter, and moving on. We also have here our beautiful energy. I'm doing these reads a little bit differently. We're going to tap into the divine masculine and the feminine. The divine masculine is asking you to have the confidence to use your solar plexus to move forward, trusting that gut instinct that says yay or nay and moving on. Because the divine feminine this is our beautiful Hindu goddess Shakti. It's time to shake it off. All I hear is Mariah Carey, gotta shake it off. You know, there's something that needs to go. What are you needing to release in order to move into the place that you want to be in? You want that new beginning. This comes down to the number 46, which comes to a 10, which comes to a 1. Something has to change, fire signs, whether it is your relationship with the past, the relationship, the way that you view things. But in order for you to have what you want, desire, and need, you have to release the past. You have to shake it off and transform that energy. Your crystal this month is jasper, and these are very subtle energies, but they're deeply felt. It reflects the earth's blood. It's the color of blood, all right? And it gives us the energy to draw a deep breath as we look at the bigger picture. This is about nurturing yourself and seeing through things. The healing energy is unifying and calming, and it works with our sacral energy, okay, and our manipura. So we're working with our solar plexus and our sacral during this month. Sacral is orange, solar is yellow. Okay, this healing energy is very calming and it's very good, and it helps us with our imbalances with digestion and our reproductive systems and overcoming issues with our female and male energies. Okay, on a spiritual level, there's a need to be quiet and clear and sit in our thoughts. Think of something that's concerning you as you look at the long term. Are you merely satisfying your immediate ego? Are you looking at the bigger picture? And I feel like what's coming forward to me is that you have to have the courage, the ancestral courage to move forward with that of the Jaguar, that big cat energy, seeing through the darkness, releasing what doesn't serve you anymore, and having the confidence that you're making the right decision to do that. So we're going to do a pick a card. We're using a beautiful deck called the Native American Tarot, gifted to me by my beautiful Leo friend Stephanie. Thank you so much. I'm going to lay these out and I'm going to pick 2 cards, and I want you to think of a yes or no question in your mind's eye. I pick here, and if I pick the same one again, I'm gonna be like, what? Because I can't even say that card is the one I picked. Overall energies: pregnancy, 4 of Cups. We're birthing something new. We're birthing our dreams. We're birthing our visions. Good things are coming forth for us, okay? Now, let's see what we got here. If you pick for card number 1, the answer for your yes or no question is going to be yes. It is the Two of Cups. I feel like you are finding yourself in partnerships that lead you to love and happiness, even in friendships. You're moving to a different position right now. And this is like you're choosing with your heart. You're not choosing with like, oh, you know, I normally pick this all the time, but you're trusting your heart and your intuition in order to move on. Very beautiful card, and it says union on it. If you chose card number 2, I'm going to say yes, cut it off. It's the Maiden of Blades. It is the Princess of Swords, okay? And we know we got to cut something off. Yes, cut it off. It's time to cut it off. It's time to end that situation, and it's time to move forward. So let's jump into our general reading. We're going to look at the energies that we have for our beautiful fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. How you doing, Sag? How those thighs feeling? How you feeling, boo? I'm super excited to hear all about it. I can't wait. So let's cut the deck. What do we have going on here for our Aries, Leo, and Sag energies? We have, look, the Princess of Swords reverse. Miscommunications, possibly having, second guessing ourselves when we should be trusting our intuition with the High Priestess. You know what it is. You know what's going on, and you know what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. Sometimes we get very afraid about having to move forward or cut things off, releasing old friendships, old behaviors, even like releasing some of our bad toxic behaviors in ourselves, right? Like it's very scary, but it's important to do those things as we move forward. Let me roll the dice. I'm going to give a few more rolls. Let's see. Okay, that's an even number. Okay, I have to like think, is that even? There's like so many numbers on there. So we have Aries, ooh, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, Sag, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Overall energy is the Three of Swords. We are healing. We're moving forward. You know, we are doing a lot of releasing, fire signs, and just because we're releasing it doesn't mean that it's easy, right? Sometimes we're reliving things. We're going through those things in our mind like it should have been love. It should have worked, but it didn't work, and we're having to recover from those things. So we have here a spirit guide, the Cherub of Cups, who's over our love, our focus, and our attention, and is trying to help us to say, hey, you need to make a choice. You need to make a decision, but you're kind of stuck in a situation. Three of Wands feels like you made the wrong choice, but you made it. You feel like you did the right thing. I have the Lovers reverse. I do feel like there's some situationships, some relationships. There are some things coming to the end, fire sign, but it's because, you know, all things that were done in the dark are going to be brought to the light. And this is the Moon card, and this is telling us that we have to pay attention to our emotions and our subconscious and the things that are going through us so that we can make the right choices and decisions, and we make it with love. And we're going to take that new offer of love. We're going to take that Ace of Cups. We're going to move forward. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt to leave those things in the past that no longer serve us. This is Gilgamesh when he finds out that he lost his friend Enkidu, right? Enkidu passed away because they over-celebrated a situation and their words got him in trouble with the High Priestess. And now he's alone. But in this moment of being alone, he decides, you know what? I'm going to go on an adventure. I'm going to go on a journey. I'm going to go on a trip. And I'm going to go find what it is that makes me happy. And that's what the Five of Cups is about. All cried out. We're done crying over a situation that we can't change, because all we can change is ourselves. Okay, all we can change is ourselves. So that's what I have for you guys. We're going to jump into the signs. Hello, my sexy Sagittarius. How are your thighs? How are they doing? I want to know. I know they look great. They look fabulous. If you need a massage, let me know. I'm available. Anyways, let's talk about your energy that we have going on. So we have the Three of Swords coming in. So what is this about? We are going through some bit of a heartbreak. A lot of transformations are happening for fire signs. Aries and Leo have been pretty rough. So I feel like the fire signs are getting hit with a lot of having to have the confidence to move forward. So you start off this month with a lot of healing energy. We're taking a step back. We're going to make a decision, and we're going to choose what makes us happy. Okay, so I feel like this is a process. Like sometimes we have to go through it, and that's what Shakti was telling us at the beginning, right? For our divine feminine, we have to make these changes. We have to make these decisions, and we're going to use Mercury and Venus to push us through, right? Mercury for communication, Venus to dealing with love. We're dealing a lot with the 7th house right now. Whether it's getting rid of old behaviors or whatever, it's just like an energy that needs to happen. Okay, so let's look at this Three of Swords. What do we have going on for the Three of Swords for Sagittarius? Sexy Sagittarius. What do we have? The Ten of Wands. You're tired. Sag is tired. I'm telling you, you need a massage, Sag. Look, double 10. It could be a situation at work. It could be a situation we are at our end of the rope, okay? This is all she wrote. There is no going back. We feel like we have talked it all out and worked it all out. There is no more going back. So we are done with that situation, but that does not mean that we don't have to heal, right? The healing part that's the hard part, because that's us having to really look at ourselves at the situation also, not just always looking at someone else, right? So the Four of Swords is coming in. Four of Swords comes in. It's time you take a break, sit back, see what's going on. We're going to do a pick a card. What's going on here? Why do we need a break? Okay, card number 1, we have that of the energy of the second chakra. That is your sacral chakra. Archangel Ariel coming through. This is working with the color orange. We have to be creative on how we're moving forward. We're also having to lean on our friends in this situation. Okay, comes down to the number 36. 36 comes to a 9. So it's something that's over. It's done. It's all, baby. That's all they wrote. Like, we done. We're good. Sag is good. We're ready to move on. We're just like, okay, I gotta be brave in doing this. What cards came out? How many cards? 3 cards came out. Let's see what we got. We have here the 10 of Swords. Whew. The 5 of Swords. And the Star. So we're healing. So this is a situation we could have gotten information that we feel very betrayed about. But you know what? I feel like Sagittarius is like, ha, my mood is in Sag. It's like the worst thing could happen to me, and I'd be like, oh well, let's go. So I feel like Sag is like, you know what? We got to keep it going. We can't be over here all sad. We got to keep moving. We got to heal from this situation. Some of y'all feel really stabbed in the back. Let's look at this 5 of Swords. The Whip, okay? The Loyalty with the dog. And the Tree. It's just a matter of time, okay? So I kind of feel like there's a situation where somebody's loyalty was tested. You feel like you were very firmly planted and there for them. Your emotions were running high. There is a lot of change coming through with the double 5. I have the 5 on the Tree and then the 5 of Swords. So there's that number 55 coming through. I also feel like the dog is the number 19 and 36 comes to a 9. I mean, number 18 comes to a 9. 36 comes to a 9. That's a double 9. Somebody moved on, somebody moved forward, and you feel very betrayed by it, right? And you're trying to heal from it. So the next card that we have right here is the reason why we're taking a break is because communication has got a little bit hostile, okay? It's like, ooh, I don't know if I want to talk to you no more, okay? Because I'm not dealing with this hostilities anymore. This person is ready to argue. It's like 26 comes to an 8. 8 is about communication, movement, travel. They're mad because you won't travel. We won't move. And you're like, hey, I can only do what I can do. Here's the wheel. I can offer you my love. And I feel like there is no love in this situation. The Queen of Swords is coming through. Queen of Swords isn't dealing with it. She's not gonna put up with it. It's almost like the situation of like, look, I'm moving forward. I'm gonna do what I love. I'm not taking your apology. I'm upset. And so this energy that comes in is like, she's got her back towards that Ace of Cups, even though I'm reading it upright. This Queen of Swords is not playing with you. Okay? Let's see what it is about. What are some clues on her? I have the boot, I have the internship, and the Tinder card with the hashtag. Okay, you could have met this person online. You could have met somebody online. You could be talking online. Or you could find something out about this individual. This person is a soulmate because of the number 11. Both sides have 11, so the 11th could be very important for you. 35 comes down to the number 8. So there's a lot of communication coming in, but we're like not answering our phone. We don't want to talk about it. They're like sending you a voice message. You might be seeing the number 333 a lot, 888 a lot, but you're just done with the situation all over. Completely done with it, finished, and you're moving forward. Now, in this, I feel like what's going on is we're taking a step back. We've got to heal. So what does the 4 of Arrows have for us? The 6 of Pentacles with the Page of Swords. We're done giving. We're done giving to this situation. We're getting our words together. So I see the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the hostile guy with the swords. There's a lot of swords action going on. There's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of like even like headspace stuff going on. And we're healing from it. I feel like somebody feels like they overgave in a situation. Maybe they overgave to a child because of the Page of Swords or to a very young person. And they're just tired. This energy, and they're coming through a decision. This decision that's coming in is not an easy decision. It's the Judgment card. This is like, oh, we got to make a choice. Look, here's the Justice, another 11. I'm telling you, there's a lot of 11s here. The moon. The moon is coming out. So there's blind justice happening in a situation, karmic justice, however you want to look at it. And there's the King of Swords. Now we got the King, the Queen, and the Page. All we need is the Knight. We got the whole family over here, okay? So there is a situation. There could even be a legal situation that you don't like it, but it's over. You're done. There's something that you're completely done with. And I feel like the moon energy by justice is just like, it's screaming like, look, you thought you were going to get me with this? You thought this was going to get me? No. I'm going to cut it off before it comes. There's a lot of swords being raised in this reading. There's a lot of like really intense communication coming in, okay? I want you to pay attention to the 11th. The 11th and the 9th, okay? Really the 18th too, because the moon and the dog are on the 18th. And I want to say there's something about loyalties being tested. So let's look at this. You could be dealing with the sign of Libra also, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I'm getting a lot of Libra because of the Justice and the King of Swords being in there, and there's a judgment being made. Somebody's going to court, okay? There's somebody with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. If you're listening for love, to say you don't want this love reading, go ahead and skip this one, all right? Go to the other one. But there's like justice that's going to be served. There's somebody's going to get a judgment in court case. Whew. King of Swords, fight for your right to party. There's something about a blue suit, okay? It's over. Ya se acabó, and you're heartbroken. So they're heartbroken or you're heartbroken. You didn't see this coming, Sag, and you're moving on to the next thing. Like, it is what it is, right? Like the moon is coming out. The moon is highlighting a situation that you kind of feel like you were left in the dark about. What is the moon? What is the moon about? Here's the Gentleman, trip, travel, moving, and luck. And information. Someone's going to take a trip. Someone wants to get lucky with this. Somebody's moving on. Like, I feel like there's just this thing, like, we have to move on. Like, it's not working out. And so you're going to make that decision and that choice to go. Sag, very interesting energy coming in for you. It's a very, like, I'm going to say watch your words this month because you might be a little like with the tongue, okay? Now, be flexible, okay? You got to be flexible. You got to use the right tone. Know when to give in, know when to hold your own, that kind of thing. There's something about mountains and like getting past blocks. You're going to have to be a little bit flexible. The color orange is coming out on top of her. That's working with your sacral, okay? Orange is going to be important for you as you move forward. And it's also about clearing your energy too, okay? You have to clear your energy in order to move forward. I feel like Justice has a message for you. I'm going to pull one more tarot for Justice. What is Justice? You. Sag, it's you. It's justice for you. Like, you're like, look, I got nothing else to give. Like, I can't give you any more. Like, what is the deal? What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Okay? Which leads us to the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups energy coming through with you is something that you're working on. You're working towards this decision, okay? This is like a work in progress for you. Three of Swords. You're heartbroken, okay? You're heartbroken over what's been created. There's also something with a child or something from the past that's really heartbreaking for you. And you don't know how to move forward. You know that you need to move forward, all right? You know that you need to move forward. There's also something that, like, watch yourself if you get pregnant. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Don't drink. Take care of your body. Those kinds of things, okay? Now, there's something about also, I feel like somebody got hurt because somebody went out with someone else and they had a great time or whatever. And I have the number 333 here. Pay attention to that number combination. Maybe at 333 you get a message or something like that. You're not feeling this, okay? You're not feeling this energy with the Seven of Cups. Let's see what the Seven of Cups is about. Give me a clue for the Seven of Cups. You don't like what somebody did. You don't like what they did. You're not feeling it. Okay, we got to heal that heart. I was pulling for the Three of Swords. We've got to heal our heart with Archangel Raphael. There's a lot of healing going on, and there's something about the number 38. The acai bowl, the Ya se acabó, is 38, and the Archangel Michael is 38, so there's something about 38 coming up. Okay, so look up that angel number and see what that signifies. There's a lot of 8s, so that's with communication. We got to pay attention to the way we're communicating. All right, So let's go to this Empress and let's look at her energy. Let's get some clarity here with her. Okay, I feel like she's very protective with the bomber jacket. Could have Scorpio energy. There's something about smoking and filling up her cup. Okay, she needs to fill up her cup. There's also something that's going to be put online. Okay, something that's going to be said online, a comment, something like that. You're not going to like it, Sag. Okay, and I kind of feel in this situation like you're going to be seeing a lot of repetitive numbers, because I have 44, 33, 333, 77, things like that, 38, 38. Like there's something that you need to pay attention to. Okay, you've got to pay attention to these energies that are coming in for you. The Six of Cups is like, it should be a happy reunion. It should be happy, but it's not. You know, like, why isn't it? And it's because someone can't make a decision. Someone can't make the right choice, and therefore they did something that you're not having. And I have the broken heart looking right at me. Let's go to another oracle real quick. How can Sagittarius work through this energy? Two cards here, not that card, it's this card. Okay, Sag, there's something about transformation, okay, because it comes down to the number 13. 13 is the death card, but this is a fork in the road. And in this situation, Sag, the decision that you make cannot be about pleasing others, but about pleasing yourself. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And how do you want to do this? Okay, I want you to pay attention to the 4th and the 13th also. There's going to be things that happen on those days that are going to kind of point you in different directions so that you can make a better choice. There's something about going out and drinking with somebody that might cause an action or a behavior that's not wanted or needed. Okay, so pay attention to that. Overgiving in a family situation is also happening. A court case is coming to a conclusion. Your luck is going to change. There's something about a gentleman wanting you to come visit them. And your loyalty is being tested, or their loyalty is being tested, okay? Very interesting energy. Let's close this off with some self-care. Decisions. Honor your top priorities. If it's not an absolute yes, then it's a damn dirty no, okay? And we're not moving with that energy. We're not going with that energy, okay? We're going to make our decision and we're going to move forward. Learn to ask for help. Have the courage to take that leap of faith and go for it, okay? And friendship, call a friend. That's who you need to call for help, because we need to reflect on ourselves. We need to kind of look at our situation and see what's causing these things. I need help making this decision. Maybe you need help making a decision on a friendship, on how to move forward in a friendship. But it's going to be important to talk things out, okay? Do all things in moderation. Don't go overboard this month, Sag. Reflect on your own truth. What is it that you want to be represented? Forgive and forget. One more card for you. Let go and enjoy. This is about you enjoying your life, being happy, moving forward, okay? There's also something with saving your money. You need to save your money this month. There's someone who's offering you something. You're just not going to take it because of the way that they say it. But I'm going to say, watch your words too, Sag, because your words are a little bit rough, okay? And not very friendly. Communication is key this month. Let's look at your finances, all right? Let's look at Sagittarius's finances. The Empress. So you got the Empress twice. You're going to be very creative on how you make your money this month. Look, 6 of Coins, 6 of Pentacles. I do believe that you're coming into some money this month. Don't let people take from you too much. The 5 of Cups. One more card. Family money. I see the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, but then I feel like you come into family money, Sag, and then people are asking you for it. And you kind of have to be creative. Whoever has a job that's going to be doing presentations or selling a product, it's going to go very well. You're going to have more money left over than what you think. But be aware of who you share this information with, okay? I feel like financially, Sag, things are going to improve, okay? Let's look at your love life. What's going on in Sagittarius's love life? Sexy, sexy Sag. What is it? What is it, friend? First card, Three of Wands, and new and exciting. The World with 21, which is a 3. The Queen of Pentacles. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We are excited about what we're investing in, okay? Queen of Cups. Oh, we're trusting our emotions, protecting ourselves with the 9 of Wands. And the 2 of Swords. Okay, let's look at the overall energy for you guys. And I have the 4 of Wands, so it's a celebration. Okay, so here we have the number 33 again, okay? 333. But we're looking forward to completing a cycle. We're looking forward to paying attention to our material world. Material world, I'm just playing. But this energy is like follow your dreams, follow your hopes and dreams. There's something about the holly on her head, investing. Now, you got to get in your heart space though, okay, Sag? Get in your heart space, because I see you towards the end of this trying to defend yourself, trying to be like, well, no, I didn't see it that way, or I see it this way, I see it that way, when you really just want to celebrate. You want to celebrate and you want to be happy. You want to go from the 3 of Wands and finish with the 4 of Wands. There's a completion. I want to say there's also something with a water sign. If you've been arguing with a water sign or something, maybe they're just your friend or your family member. They don't want to see where you're coming from and you don't want to see where they're coming from. Okay, and that's going to be a very difficult situation. There's also an energy coming in of looking forward to the future. If there was a relationship that just recently ended, you know, there's something to be excited for. You know, there's new things coming, new adventures, new fun relationships. Sometimes we get caught up in the old things because we just want them. Okay, Sag? What is this 3 of Wands about? 3 of Wands about. 3 of Wands for Sag. I swear I keep grabbing this card. Knight of Swords. Okay, this is communication, okay? Really rough communication coming through. Another 3. 3, 3, 3 again. The 3 of Cups, okay? We're ending a situation. We're ending something that has to move forward. There is a completion. We're enjoying, okay? He's got plenty of things in his hands over here. The Queen of Pentacles is dealing with the 5 of Swords. So I want to say, like, you're looking forward to a new relationship or a new situation, right? But what you're thinking about is how it didn't work out in the past. So you got to touch into your Queen of Cups roster, okay? And you got to remember the Ace of Wands. Start something new. We're not in an old relationship anymore. We're in a new relationship and we're moving forward. What is this Knight of Wands about? There's a move. Somebody wants to move. The 9 of Wands with the 9 of Wands. I want you to see this like they don't want to talk about it. Like they're keeping it a secret, okay? Like, shh, I don't want you to tell anybody that we're going to move. Maybe you're thinking about moving in together or moving away from someone, okay? And then we have the 2 of Swords with the Knave of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. And I want to say, like, be very careful going out and drinking with somebody over this month. Like, it can lead to a behavior that you don't really like. I don't like this image of him pouring the drink like that. Like, he doesn't look very friendly back there. And it's like you may not see it coming. And I have this weird thing with cups, like when you're at parties and stuff. So be aware that you keep your cup in your eye so you can see what's going on. There's also something about, like, you know, I see a little bubble in the cup. Just be careful out there, Sagittarius, while you're out there having fun. And the 4 of Wands wants you to know the Death card. If you want that transformation, you want that beauty, you have to release the past. You have to let the past move on so that you can move forward. And this is with whether you're being single or you're just getting out of a relationship and you're starting something new, is putting the Queen of Pentacles in action. And that is very fertile energy, releasing that past and getting back into your heart space with that Queen of Cups with the Ace of Wands. You could be dealing with earth sign or water sign energy. There's also something about communication. We've got to start communicating clearly and being aware that you're not letting everybody into, like, what's going on, okay? So there's some things that are personal and private. You just don't share it with everybody, okay? Sag, sometimes you be getting a little crazy and rambunctious over there. You be just saying all kinds of crazy stuff, okay? Now, legal contract. I'm telling you, there's something, a karmic contract. It's over. 33, we're opening up the doors to romance. Okay, we're speaking up about it. Focus on our coins. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody who has a lot of money, okay? Or is very materialistic. Or maybe that's just you. You're very materialistic. You're thinking about your coins. and you're walking away over that double 9, somebody's moving forward. That's a triple 9. There's also someone who needs to walk away completely from a relationship and stop going back, okay? And Sag, prayer is needed in this situation where I'm talking about you not seeing what's going on with the cup, okay? Pay attention to what you're putting inside, okay? 32 comes to a 5. This can change the whole situation. The door to spirit is coming in, and it's right underneath the 5th chakra with Archangel Gabriel. So I feel like it's super important, okay? Super important for you to speak up if something feels off. Overall energy in love for them. What is the key message for them? You are abundant as long as you can make this change. This double 4, the 13 comes to a 4 also. So this 4 wands with this 13 is telling you it's a safe and secure time to be abundant. And I do feel like your finances are very close to your love, okay? You tie them very closely together, and someone has to be on the same financial level for you in order for you to feel safe and secure. There's something about a legal thing going through, and I do think that new love is coming, and the door to romance is the 33, and then I have this the Tinder card at 33. You could be meeting someone online, okay, Sag? So that's what I have for you. Hopefully this makes sense. If you're interested in a reading, hit me up on my link tree and go follow me on Instagram at Arhinna Luciano. Take care.